Mr. Beekman, the stage is yours. Thank you.
Thank you for the kind introduction, and good morning, everyone. I'm the counselor for public diplomacy at the U.S. Embassy, and I'm really pleased to join you all today to kick off the Balkan Business Forum. When I was thinking about what to say today, I had the realization that it's ironic to have a career government employee, državni službenik, right, talk at a business event focused on inspiration, innovation, and transformation. I mean, not back in the US, and I don't think here in Serbia is it typical that government folks are exactly known for being any of these, right? But this morning, I'd like to make the case that it's not just those in the business sector, but all of us, even those in government, who can inspire, innovate, and transform. So I run the team at the embassy that spends all of our time focused on people. High school kids, university students, young entrepreneurs, and aspiring civic leaders. And what we do is we try to inspire them. We invest in people, and we help them invest in themselves through English classes or study in the US or skill building workshops or professional mentoring or small grants for their clever ideas. And sometimes it's just connecting them with interesting people from the United States or other people just like them from across the region. Everyone's source of inspiration can be different, but I think we all know what a deeply inspired person looks and acts like and what they can accomplish. I would guess that you all believe in investing in people. I mean, you're at a workshop focused on leadership and professional development. But as crazy as this is going to sound, I have found that in my line of work, investing in people can be a really hard thing to sell to my bosses. Let's spend some money today, maybe for an exchange program that might change someone's perspective, but have an impact only in 2 or 3 decades. Let's fund an English program for a high school kid that opens doors later in life to opportunities we can't even imagine today. It's a long time to wait for an investment to pay off. But the lesson is that when we're working with people, I think you have to be patient. I actually think a lot about what our value add is at the embassy. And the more countries I live and work in, the more I realize that the biggest value add we have at the U.S. Embassy, almost everywhere, is our ability to convene, to bring people together. Now, I would guess that doesn't sound like a superpower from a Hollywood movie, but it's a pretty valuable thing to be able to bring people together to talk about common challenges and hopefully sometimes even talk about solving them. Despite what we sometimes think, our world isn't always rational or data-driven or fully explained by good analytics. When people are involved, things get messy. But people are also the source of solutions through imagination and empathy and understanding. You all may have heard of a theory called the edge effect. The idea is that where 2 ecosystems or 2 cultures come together, at that point, that's where there's the most creativity and innovation generated. One of the scientists who studies this got his start by looking at how groups of people work together, and he noticed something really intriguing. That scientists in the United States, well, they tended to stick to their own kind. And he had this idea that people who are more alike, well, they're more likely to think more alike. I think we all know that that's not the recipe for new ideas. Inversely, this scientist thought one of the things that gives a kick to productivity and creativity is that you get people with different views, different perspectives, and get them to come together. So he did a bunch of research, and he found out that this hunch was true, that the depth of intercultural relationships, the frequency with which people had contact with others who weren't like them, well, it was predictive of real-world consequential creativity, like the probability that they'd become an entrepreneur, or how much they changed and innovated in their own companies. So let's recap a bit. We invest in people because we want to inspire them. We convene people and bring them together because we want to provoke innovation and creativity. And then we hope that those inspired, innovative people can transform our businesses and, for us in diplomacy, our relationships and maybe the world. I'm a big believer in seizing the moment, so while I've got you captive today, I want to encourage you all to consider being in touch with me or my team. Maria is down here in the front row. She'll be here all day. Almost all the work we do at the embassy is through partnerships, and we are increasingly looking to create public-private partnerships with businesses and organizations that share our goals of inspiration and innovation. We're on the cusp of announcing a new American center here in Belgrade, which will focus on creative industries, innovation, and entrepreneurship. And we're looking for partners who share our values and are eager to invest in Serbia's amazing and talented young people. We want to work with you all. Also, if you know any amazing and talented young people, 18 to 35 is our target age, so it's a little bit younger than me. Please encourage them to sign up for our Balkanski Omladinski Leadery program. We call it BOLD. It's a quickly growing nationwide network for young people who have smart ideas and want to make a difference here in Serbia. BOLD leaders implement projects in their communities, and they support each other in reaching their goals. The U.S. Embassy supports them through workshops and training opportunities here in Serbia, academic and professional fellowships in the United States, and small grants for projects that we think will have a positive and sustainable impact in their communities. They can sign up for free at boldserbia.rs. So with that, I'll cede the floor for what I expect to be a day of really fascinating discussions. I think being a good leader and manager is really hard, but it all starts out with self-awareness. And I hope today takes you a little further down your personal path of discovery and a little bit closer to the kind of leader that you all want to be. Thank you.